Is Minnesota better off today than it was a year ago? I think the answer is a loud yes by all measures. A year ago, we stood here before you with Minnesota facing a $5 billion deficit. Today, the forecast shows a nearly $1 billion surplus. That's a swing of $6 billion in the right direction. Yes, we need to give some credit to the governor. That said, it was Republican majorities in the House and the Senate who made the real difference. We followed our strong fiscal values and used strong leadership and made tough decisions. True hard negotiations led to a lengthened session, and many special interests were told no, something that politicians do not like to do. But in the end, it worked. As 2012 began, Minnesota's economic picture started to clear. Where there had been a pool of red ink on the state's ledger, now there is black ink on the bottom line. Today, our state's economy is on the mend. The nearly $6 billion budget hole is erased, and our citizens are not burdened with any new taxes. That gives consumers the confidence to begin spending again, small businesses the confidence to consider expansion, and larger companies the confidence to hire. We are already seeing the increase in tax receipts across the state. Balancing a budget was an overwhelming task, but that's not all we did. We held state spending to $4 billion less than expected. We streamlined the permitting process for job growth. We protected opportunities for our veterans to seek higher education. We brought performance measures into our schools. We reduced the size of the state bureaucracy. We tightened laws on sexual predators, and we even reduced our own per diems. Oliver Wendell Holmes once said, "It's not so important where you stand as the direction in which you are going." How true it is in life, how true it is in governing. What is even more important than what we did for Minnesota is what we are going to do in the future. Our efforts are targeted to the best interests of Minnesota. Those efforts will be focused on three areas: jobs and a strong economy, state government redesign and reform to bring about needed efficiencies, and good management of your tax dollars. Unfortunately, our efforts are not without challenges. Just 2 weeks into this session, Governor Dayton vetoed major lawsuit reform bills passed by the legislature with bipartisan support that were supported by 45 regional chambers of commerce and trade associations across the state. More than 60,000 individuals who ran businesses work for those reforms because of the high costs they are forced to build into their products and services to guard against frivolous lawsuit abuses that could instead be used hiring new employees and keeping prices low for consumers. Government needs to refocus on working for the citizens. We are elected to serve citizens, not special interests and lobbyists. Government redesign is more than making state government more efficient. It is also about getting the right services to the right people at the right time. We want to make sure that government is flexible and performs for the citizens. While it is tempting to spend money we do not have and make promises we cannot keep, Republicans will continue to watch your tax dollars. In the past, government had the philosophy of concentrating the benefits to a few and spreading the costs to many. That must stop. The Senate Republican majority has a strong pro-jobs, pro-Minnesota agenda. It is not going to lose focus on our goal. Jobs, fiscal management, and reforms that make government more efficient and performance-focused. In the end, we have the same goal as the governor. We want to return Minnesota to prosperity. We look forward to working with the governor in the coming weeks of the legislative session and ask you to join us in our commitment to keeping Minnesota the great state we all know, love, and want to be proud of. Thank you, and God bless our great state and our country. Good night.